We will keep America out of foolish foreign wars, just as I did as Commander-in-Chief, and I will restore it's called peace through strength. By the way, and everyone thought when I ran, they said, this guy's going to be in world, remember Crooked Hillary? He's going to cause a war in his first week in office, because they think that's my personality type. It's actually the opposite. My personality kept us out of war. And I told you before, would have never happened with Russia, would have never gone in, Putin would have never, ever gone in. And even now, I could solve that in 24 hours. It's so horrible what happened. I mean, those cities are demolished now. The people, I'll bet you have millions. It could be millions of people. How can you, they bomb a city to the ground. These big buildings come tumbling down. They say 2 people were injured. Not 2 people. They lie. I mean, they lie. But if I were president, you would have 0 chance that war would have happened. And even now, as bad as it is, should have never, ever happened. I mean, the country, how does it ever rebuild those cities, those magnificent buildings that came down that are 1,000 years old with the gold domes? You can't do that. But it would have just so sad to see that a deal would have been made very quickly. I'm not even sure a deal would have had to be made. I don't think he would have never done it. And let's see what happens with China and Taiwan, because they see how incompetent we are. So let's see what they're going to do there. But we will root out the House Majority Leader, Jason Osborne. Jason? Hi, Jason. How are you? Thank you. Great job, Jason. Deputy House Majority Leader Fred Doucette. Fred? Hello, Fred. They're shy politicians. That means they do their job. The ones that aren't shy, they don't do their job. They sit down, they don't have to get up, because everyone knows the great job they've done. Thank you very much. Great job, all of you. Senate Majority Leader Sharon Carson. Sharon, thank you, Sharon. Great job, Sharon. And Executive Counselor Dave Wheeler. Dave, thank you very much. As someone who has won the New Hampshire presidential primary not once but twice, and by the way, I believe we also won 2 general elections, okay, if you want to know the truth. And I believe it very strongly, and plenty of other places also. But I know better than anybody what a special role the state has, the people have, and really it's a place for American presidents. And one of the things I told him, Steve, you can help with the campaign a little bit, but what I really want is help on that final day of voting. It used to be a day, right, with paper ballots. Now it's, in some cases, 64 days. How about that? We have 64 days to vote. And we have all machines, we have no paper, we have no nothing, and lots of surprises. I said, I really want the biggest help to be on election day or election period. Think of that, we have to call it an election period. Someday we'll be back to paper ballots, we'll be back to voter ID, we'll be back to doing it the way it's supposed to be, one-day voting. In France, they had an election. It was one day. They had 38 million people. It took one day, and by 10 o'clock at evening, all the votes were counted. You had a winner, you had a loser, and everybody said, good luck, see you next time. But we don't have that in this country anymore. We've gone crazy in so many ways.